Think for a moment. When you are alone, you are someone else. When people are around you, you become someone different. Is this really you, or is this who the world wants you to be? Today, we are going to talk about those things that we do every day, but never think about why we do them. Social behavior is the way we interact with others around us. It is not just a subject of psychology, it is every single moment of our lives. Talking to your family in the morning, behaving with friends at school or office, smiling at a stranger on the road or looking away. All of this is social behavior. But the real question is, do we choose all of this ourselves, or are we simply copying the people around us? Today in this documentary, we will understand 4 powerful things that control our social behavior without us even realizing it. The first is peer pressure. This is that moment when you do not want to do something, but your friends say, "Come on, everyone is doing it. Why are you not?" And you end up doing it. Researchers say that humans are social animals. They do not want to be left out of the group. They do not want to be rejected. So they end up doing things they would never do alone. Peer pressure is not always negative. Sometimes it pushes you to work harder and become better. But most of the time, it silences your own inner voice. The question is, do you listen to your own voice or only to the crowd? The second is crowd mentality. Have you ever noticed that when people are in a large crowd, they behave completely differently? They do things they would never do alone. Psychologists call this de-individuation, which means when a person is in a crowd, they forget their personal identity. They think, everyone is doing it, so I will too. And if it is wrong, the responsibility is on everyone, not just me. This mindset creates riots, causes panic buying, and sometimes takes an entire nation down the wrong path. But even in a crowd, some people never lose their own thinking. They are the ones who ask themselves, is this right? Are you one of those people? The third is social media behavior. Today's human being lives 2 lives, one in real life and one behind a screen. On social media, we show what we want people to see, a beautiful life, a happy face, perfect moments. But inside, the story is often very different. We releases dopamine in our brain, the same chemical that gives us happiness and the same chemical that builds addiction. That is why we pick up our phones again and again. That is why we do not let ourselves sleep at night. And that is why seeing other people's lives makes us feel disappointed in our own. This is called FOMO, fear of missing out. The fear that something great is happening and we are missing it. Social media connected us, but in a new way, it has also made us lonely. The real question is, do you use social media, or does social media use you? The fourth and final topic is empathy and the bystander effect. Imagine you are walking on the road and someone falls right in front of you, and there are 50 other people standing around as well. Will you help? Most people do not, and the reason is not that they are bad human beings. The reason is the bystander effect. When there are more people around, everyone thinks someone else will do it. I'm not needed, maybe the situation is fine, and the result is no one does anything. But if you were alone and someone fell, you would definitely help, because then the responsibility would be only yours. This effect has been proven many times around the world. In 1964, the Kitty Genovese case in New York showed this effect in its worst form, where 38 people watched and no one helped. Empathy means feeling someone else's pain, and empathy is the only thing that can break the bystander effect. If we just think once, what would I feel if I were in that person's place? The world can change. So today, we learned that peer pressure makes us who others want us to be. Crowd mentality makes us forget our own thinking. Social media traps us in a fake version of life. And the bystander effect lets us escape responsibility. But none of this can change us if we wake up and become aware. The real social behavior is not what the crowd does. The real social behavior is what you do when no one is watching. When there is no pressure, no camera, no likes to be earned, what do you do then? That is your true social behavior. That is who you really are. The world needs better people, and those better people can be us. Just one step, one thought, one decision. The choice is yours.